The times are surely different. It's been a little bit. One thing that I haven't really had much opportunity for while I'm on YouTube and doing this, for the most part, is some one-on-one interaction. For a lot of it, I haven't really had much one-on-one interaction with people on here on YouTube throughout this whole year. And throughout this whole year, 2020 has been nothing short of a wild ride. And I think it's been very well documented. And this year is definitely something that we're definitely going to remember for many, many, many years to come. But it's something that in a lot of cases that now it's just different. The climate of YouTube is just different. And I haven't been uploading that much. Like what you're seeing, like the Color Wars content, that is months old. That was taped back in September, maybe even October. But in reality of like uploading, making videos, I just haven't done it because I just mainly for a few reasons. And I'm going to talk about like why I haven't been uploading, why I haven't been streaming, and how things are just like the title says, different. So I've been having, like most people know, like I have a bunch of video ideas. I've had ideas for 30-minute discussions. I've had videos, I've had ideas for Live Cut Season 2. And don't worry, Live Cut Season 2, it is going to come back in December. I am very tight and locked in on that. I'm very tight and locked in on December for Season 2 to return. And I'm going to discuss Season 2, not in this video, but in a video probably maybe in a few weeks before before we really kick into high gear with Season 2 of Live Uncut. Because I know Live Uncut has been the place to be. Season 1 and Season 2 is it's gonna be different. It's definitely going to be different. I'm going to tell you that much right now. It's definitely going to be different. And I think that's been the whole theme for 2020 this whole year, if we're being honest, of it's going to be different. And this is no short of reflection of that right here. That YouTube, if we're being honest, right now, it feels different than when we started. Well, granted, when we started, a lot of the major players, who we've had drama with, were here, and now a lot of them have left. And while it's good that they've gone and they've done better things, and they're hopefully trying to move on with their real life, it's also just been kind of just flat on the edge. And I'm doing my own, and and it also doesn't help that I'm doing my own thing now. Like I got a job, and I got stuff, and I have more priorities than I had once before, but in a different way. Because I still got to pay my responsibilities, I still got to pay my bills and all this other kind of stuff that to where streaming just wasn't important anymore. And don't worry, like I think maybe next week we'll have a 30-minute discussion. Probably, maybe not. But right now it's just time for just some one-on-one interaction because in a way I've kind of missed that. But talking about YouTube in 2020, and like this is somewhat of a reflection of some things that have been really just in my mind and just how things are just different, you know. For starters, 2020, I don't want to say saved my YouTube channel, but it definitely gave it new life. I will say that much about it. It didn't save my channel because I never really cared about my channel super, super much until this year, but it gave it a little bit of life. It gave it life. It gave it a little bit of a heartbeat. And it felt somewhat good. and that heartbeat felt somewhat good to have. To have that little bit of a momentum kind of kick in and give you a little bit of an extra boost. That momentum felt good to sit and carry on. But, but it came in ways that I don't want to say I wasn't proud of, but it came in ways that I don't know if I really, that it really shouldn't have happened that way. I feel like, say what you will, like Christian Rance, official power play, whoever he is, that dude, when he decided to talk bad about 2K and I saw people jump into it, I just threw my name in the pot. I didn't expect much out of it, but that really just started a huge spiral. That, and then the whole otaku war, that really kind of pushed me forward, but not in a way I don't think that I really wanted to go. If I'm being quite honest. Because throughout of it, yeah, I met people that I like, I met people who I don't like, and I met people who I'm just kind of flatline with, and we're just kind of neutral. But for the most part, it didn't really bring exactly a whole bunch of other people in a way. It only just kind of just flatlined, if I'm being quite honest, to where like I had to, like where I had to just refer to just, dealing with all this trauma. And wasn't my favorite thing of the year, definitely not. But but it's just one of those things where you never know what's going on. And hey, Austin, glad to see you. This year, 2020 for my channel, it's definitely been a wild ride, and it's definitely something that I'm definitely gonna look back on going into 2021. And like I said in this title, things are just different now. Things are different. The climate of YouTube is much different. Is much different than it was, a few weeks, even just a few weeks ago. The climate of YouTube is different. The climate of YouTube is different. The landscape of YouTube is different. Everything just feels different now. And I really don't even think I was really gone ever that much, but it's just different now. And I was watching my boy Spyro, and Spyro's always gonna be my dude. And he was talking about, his farewell. He was leaving. And that kind of hit home in a way, because I could understand. Because if I'm being honest, I've kind of lost a little bit of motivation to do YouTube, if I'm being quite honest. And that may come as a shock to some. But like the motivation to actually sit and record and edit and upload videos, or even just to talk for like 30 minutes, it's not there like it used to be. Sometimes it's just not there, mainly because when I was doing GCW like 3-4 years back, I didn't get many views, and in a way I kind of like that. And I don't even get much views now, but was much even smaller then. In a way I kind of like that somewhat, because it was harder to find. I know you're right. My content isn't that hard to find nowadays, because all you gotta do is look up Christian Rants and my channel will probably come up. But my content was easier to find. But my content is now, I want to say, in a way, easier to find, but it's also more. I've had to. It's also more that it's a complete 180 of what I was once doing. And don't get me wrong, GCW, TNR, like that stuff really got me nowhere. And I had somewhat fun producing it. Some episodes, I kind of just continued and made it and just continued to ride the moat until I just couldn't anymore. But it's like at the end of the day, you know, not much, Like it's been like I said, it's been a little bit. And things are different, you know? Things are different. The drama, for the most part, is completely done. For the most part, there's no drama anymore. Thank God. Thank God, there's no more of that. I think all of us have had enough of that. So I'm glad that's seeming to be away. You know, major players, you know, have either left or they're here, but not in the same way. You know, at the end of the day, they're wrong. YouTube is, I don't want to say it's my home, but it's a place where, I met a bunch of great people and I'm very proud to have met a lot of people here. Most of the chat here are people who I like, and I'm very grateful for that. And I'm glad that a lot of these people here are, coming into the chat and like we're gonna have, fun for a little bit, and I might do more. If you guys like these kind of midday streams, morning streams, I might do more of these. But it's like, it's been a long way, for being honest. It's been a long way. And we're not even done with this year. It's been a long way to get where we are now. And it feels, in a way, it's relieving, but it's also just a flat line. Like things have changed. Things have changed now. Mm-hmm. Like I'm not in the same spot I was at the beginning of the year. Most people here aren't in the same spot as the beginning of the year. Some people who were here aren't here any. A lot of people who were here aren't here anymore. It just feels different, and I don't want to say that I don't like it, but I don't hate it. It's one of those just. I keep saying flatline, but like that's the perfect way to just describe this, like this period right now. It's kind of just flatline. Like my channel is not dead. Thank God, my channel is not dead. You know, and I'm grateful that I have a lot of people who tune in to watch my content because you guys help the channel, you help it continue, and I hope that when we get to December and we get to Live in a Cut season 2, we'll have fun. We'll have some good times, because, open forum. And although I'm not going to call it an open forum because I don't believe in calling stuff open forum when the door has already been opened to you. I didn't even realize you were gone. I didn't realize you were gone, Jordy. I just, because like that's, how I do. And like people enjoying Color Wars, like, yo, like I might do more. Like I might do more. Like David, like we have like I have problems. Like most people know, like I have some differences with David, and at the end of the day, and at the end of the day, like, hey, I don't, like I don't got no problems with David. David's all right. Like David's all right. I got no issue with David. I don't know if we're gonna produce content together. He wants to produce content together. I don't know if we will be, mainly because my schedule is just very tight right now. My schedule is just very tight right now. Like I'm barely just getting days off. But and as long as as long as you guys, keep pushing for my content, I will do my best to keep delivering some content in some form or fashion. Like, the Color Wars episodes, like Awesome talking about, that was taped like back in September and October, and I never think I would release them, but I did, and like people like it. So, you know, Maybe I'll do more of that in the future. There's no question what 2021 is going to bring. And there's no question what I'm going to cut season 2 will be. There's no question in what my channel, the direction is going to go in the future. There's no question. I do have lingo, Danny. I do have lingo. I might maybe one day I'll do that. Although I would need players for that, but I do have lingo. And I know that's your game. But like I said, it's different climate right now. It's different climate right now on YouTube and in the world because in the world, COVID is starting to rise back up again, and we might have, and at this rate, the worst possible scenario is that we have a repeat of what we had at the beginning of the year. That is the worst possible scenario, but it's also a very possible scenario. It's frightening as a lot of people couldn't handle that first time. But it's definitely something that is very possible. And if it happens, the worst thing, and I think that a lot of us could have, is a repeat of this year. And I think that's the worst thing that a lot of us can have. And I think that's something that a lot of us don't want, is a repeat of 2020. And like that even just, sounds scary, like 2021 has a lot of possibility of being 2020.5. At least for the first half of the year. At least for the first half of the year. That's scary to think about. But, and we always talk about going back to normal. There is no normal anymore. And it's a reality. It's a scary reality. But it's a reality. There is no normal anymore. People say we're going to go back to normal. No, there is no normal. The world has changed. It's changed in the past 8 months. And while the changes haven't been the most favorable thing, I think, in my opinion, it's something that impacts all of us. And this year, with the holidays coming up, it's going to be different. It already is different, and I think that's going to be the theme for this whole year. I think is just everything is different. I think that's the theme for like 2020 onwards. It's just everything is different because a lot of places, even after COVID ends, will probably keep some of those procedures continue. Which again, I can't say best or worst case scenario there, but it's definitely something that's definitely going to that might happen. It's very plausible. And we could go in discussion all day and we can theorize on possible scenarios. Very possible, very ideal. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm just here to just talk. And even if no one's watching, just to just talk. Because this year doesn't seem to stop, you know. And I don't discuss many I don't discuss many huge topics like politics on here, mainly because I think a lot of people, and I've done my best to just move away from that stuff, because that stuff, people, that stuff really has an effect on people. And I think the last thing that we need as a country right now is such division politically. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I have people who are on the other side of my political views, 100%. I have people, but I don't discriminate. But my channel isn't a discriminatory zone to that. Because you can enjoy my content, you could believe in flies being president for all I care, because that doesn't affect what I do. Jag, chill out, bro. Chill out. But like I said, it's just what I do. Like it doesn't affect what I do so much. Oh, hey, that's old news. Hey, Jordy boy, that's old news. I don't care at this rate. I don't care. I don't care. Right nowadays, I really don't care. Cause I know, cause I know your political views. I know your political views, Jordan. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. We're on different sides, but hey, I don't discriminate against you. I just call you Jordy boy, and that's the end of it. But Jack, just take a step back. Just take a step back. If whether you're just saying it's just the way it comes off. That's something you gotta work, and that's something, Jack. If I'm being honest, something you gotta work on. You know, the way it comes off to other people. Hmm. But back to where we were. I don't even remember where we were now. But it's been just a ride, a wild ride. Because I've shown off not my best, because there are times where I definitely could have been better. There are times where people in the chat probably could have been better. There's times where, we fuck up, but that's okay. None of us are perfect. But at the end of the day, we drive content. That's going to be my goal, I think, for the rest of 2020 and the first part of 2021, while we're still going to be in this world crisis, while we're still dealing with stuff personally, mentally, emotionally, you name it, probably dealing with it. But I think my new thing for this year, for the rest of this year, is just doing things my way. Because I'm going to start doing things my way. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to cut season 1 was well, thank you, Jack. If I'm not streaming, I might like if I'm not streaming that day, I will think about it. And if I'm not streaming and if I'm not working, then I'll probably think about it. But you know, but let's continue on with where we were. Like that's gonna be my theme: doing things my way. Because Live and Cut season 1, while a lot of stuff happened in Live and Cut season 1, probably so much happened in Live and Cut season 1. Like wow, like I was looking back at little snippets of it, and I was like, wow, this much really happened in 21 episodes of a YouTube program. If that, a YouTube program. Like, if that of a YouTube program. Wow. Like that was definitely a roller coaster, those 21 episodes. But I think in a way I started to trend because I know as soon as I said I was going to stop doing it, I hear people cutting off their things and saying that they're going to stop doing this, they're going to stop doing that. I'm not taking credit for it by all means, definitely not, no. But I definitely noticed a little bit of a rise in that. But the main reason, and I'm going to tell people this because you probably should know, main reason I stopped doing Live and Uncut, the main reason why, mainly because one, I got tired of doing it. I got tired of doing it after like that Chosen episode. I got tired of it. I just got tired of doing it for the first part. So I was like, okay, let's just finish the deal. And second of all, because I always had planned it to be like a nice little like 15 episode kind of burst kind of a thing. Where I do like 15 or so episodes in a little bit, then breathe and do other things. And I certainly have done other things. I certainly have done other things. And there's a video that I posted. And most people have watched the video, and it's at the end of Long Cut episode 15, season finale, my weakest link video. That video has over 1,800 views on YouTube. I never expected it to go that far. I didn't even think it would pass 1,000 when it did. Because I was thinking, okay, this is probably gonna get like 50 because most of my pre-taped videos nowadays only get like 50. So I'm like, okay, this is probably gonna be another 50. I'm fine with that. That's okay. Like, I don't mind. Next thing you know, I get the feedback and I'm looking at the feedback. It does right now as of 1,800 views. And I'm like, wow. Like the video is probably gonna pass 2,000. And when it does, thank for everybody watching the video. Appreciate that. I appreciate the video. All right, take care, Jack. Take care. Um, you know, and but and Jordan brought this up. I'm kind of glad he did. The one thing that I think I've done very well is build a community. I've built a community, and it feels good. I'm proud of the community that I've built. It's definitely something that I look back on and say, I've done well with this, you know, and I don't take credit for building it entirely myself. I don't take credit for that because everybody comes from different places. Everybody comes from different places in the crew. I shouldn't say community, more a crew, more like a crew. Everyone takes props in different places in that community because there's the people who I met from Deku's side of the chain, like the Kennys, the Rivers. Then there are people who I met from Hero, like Spyro and Retro, surprisingly. Then there's people from Total, like there's people I found from Total, like I think I found Trey from Total, and I'm very proud to have met Trey. And Trey's like he's like backup, like he's like one of those underhand guys, Christian, like I've been, you know, Christian is just, where, I met Christian a few years back, because like, and I'm gonna like tell the story of kind of like how I kind of met Christian. Um, I met Christian back in 2016. Like, wow. Like now think about that. 2016. Wow. That feels like a long way. Oh my god. That feels like a long time. No, think about it. Like I met him like I met him back in 2016. And back when 2K17 back when 2K17 was out. That's how I met him. I met him through 2K17. And I met him online in like an online match. I met him in an online match, and we were playing against this guy. And I think his name was Wisco, but I joked about him. I called him Pablo for no reason. But he and Wisco, they hated they just didn't like each other, like for real. And I was building up a league. I was building up an online league because before I really tried to put the aim on YouTube, a lot of people know, like, I tried to do, like, most people don't know this, but I try to do online leagues, and that's something that I'm not ashamed of, and it's just a part of my history. I used to try to do online leagues, especially with 2K17, and Christian just happened to be a part of it, and I met Christian through wrestling, and to where we started watching wrestling shows. So we still watch wrestling from time to time. We still watch wrestling from time to time, and probably watch it tonight, maybe if he's on and he isn't talking shit. Just kidding. Just kidding. But You know, he's he's my bro. Like, oh, I kind of act more like a big brother than he does, even though he's older than me. But like, we're just like he's my right hand man. Like, he's my right hand. But it's like it's been a year. It's been quite the landscape this year, 2020. You know, I have no goals for 2021. I have no goals. I don't think I really set to aspire because just surviving is a goal itself. She is. Yes, she is my left hand. Well, she's more my left shoulder than my left hand, but she's left part. And she knows that. She knows that. I tell her that all the time, but she knows that. And mainly because she's left handed. So, yeah. But anyway, like, how are you guys? Yeah, she is my left hand. Like, I'll put her arm on her. She's my arm rest. Because I can. And I will. But anyway, yeah, how are you guys doing today? That's good, River. I know how you are, River. River be doing his thing. Like, he do. Like, glad you enjoyed quality content. Quality A plus content. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jenna might have a better answer for that than I might. She's a girl. She kind of understands the psych. She understands female psychology, so I think she might have a better answer for that for you. But oh my, just oh my god. Nightbot just shows up. Oh my god. Nightbot. Oh man. Nightbot be savage though. He be creeping up out of nowhere. He really do. J-Man versus Nightbot. Yo, what's going on, Mason? Mason, by the way, I do need to talk to you. Hit me up on the Discord. Or I'll hit you up on the Discord or the PlayStation because I do need to talk to you some point. And no, before anyone thinks like no, it ain't talking shit. No, but but let's see. Like this is gonna be like the question of the day. Do you think when a deaf girl masturbates, she does it with one hand and the other hand to moan? Well, and by God, J-Man's gonna rant about Nightbot. Oh my God. But it probably. Oh my God, I don't want to get into it too much. Oh my God. But yeah, if anyone wants to join, you can check the P1 server, and you can enter through the link below. Like, hey, take your time. Like, take your time, man. No rush. J-Man, don't do it. Don't do it. Nightbot, you got a family for God's sake. J-Man, don't do it. By God, no! J-Man! Oh. Mm. J-Man and Nightbot are definitely going to be interesting. Oh, here it is! By God, it's the Johnny Boy. Johnny Boy here.
What's up, man?
Yo, what's going on?
Nothing much. But I got a lot. I'll get a lot off my chest with Nightbot this Thursday. I mean, I'm sick and tired of him.
Oh man.
I'm gonna expose him, and I'm gonna make sure he never pops up in your live chat ever again.
Oh man.
But yeah, like I said, the joke. Do you think when a deaf girl masturbates, she does it with one hand and use the other hand to moan?
Mm.
So yeah, that's a good question and a joke at the same time.
I know that question makes you think.
It makes someone think.
Yeah, it makes you think because it'd be like, okay, they probably because there's a few possible outcomes. There's a few possible outcomes. There's the first outcome where she just screams nonstop, and the parents are like, "What's going on in there?"
Yeah, but that's the problem. The other hand to moan is like in sign language. How could they hear it?
Yeah. Then there's just the hand movement, and So, and I'm worried that the actual use for moaning takes two hands, like bullshit does.
Oh.
Because bullshit, you have to actually draw your hand like actually like kind of like a horse, and then like scoop with your left hand like a broom. Um,
And this is a definition of crap talking, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, hey, I got some jokes for you, and I might tell some right here. Here's another one. Okay, how do you get a new dishwasher to work?
How?
You file for divorce. Get it?
Yeah.
Well, here's a dark one. Now it's a little funny, but yeah, it's pretty good. What's poppin', Jamie? I heard you were talking about my Miley. You found a catch a fish. I think it's fixing to catch a fish. Hey,
Oh
hey,
man.
hey, Kenny. If you want, if the streamer links it in Page's server, you knock yourself out if you wanna go, if you want to tangle. But anyway, all right. Here's a dark joke for you guys. Ready?
All right.
All right. You remember Jared from Subway, right?
Yep.
Well, the judge sentenced him to 16 years in prison, right?
Okay.
Well, he didn't care. He's okay with anything under 18.
Oh.
I know it's dark, but it's actually fact and funny at the same time. Because he was sentenced 16 years in prison, but he's okay with anything under 18.
Oh yeah. It's
Okay.
okay, Kenny. Like you're on your phones. So that means they ain't gotta be busy. They ain't too busy. You busy
Mods,
with
clean up the chat. Man, anybody who talks about his Miley.
Kenny probably over there, playing with his meats. He's at that deli. Gotta get that deli
Oh, he should
ready.
know about beating meats.
Mm.
Okay, one more, and then I'll save the rest maybe for Hangman Outcast later, or maybe I'll just do it for
Yeah.
Rant and Rave. I think I might save it for either Rant and Rave or Chill Majority this Friday. Either way. Okay. You want to know? Okay. Okay, Paige, you ready?
All right.
How do you circumcise a hillbilly?
How?
You kick his sister in the jaw.
Yo,
Oh, well, look who's
Hey, what's
here.
going on, guys?
Hey, look who's here, man. Hey,
what's
did you hear my
going on,
joke?
Charlie?
What, the divorce with the dishwasher?
Oh, dude, no. Okay, no. How do you get a new dishwasher to work? You file for divorce.
For divorce. No, I'm
Anyway,
just I'm with my mom. She has a doctor's appointment today, so I can't. Not gonna be on a long time, but I could be on for a few minutes. Just come and chill with you guys. Haven't talked to you in a bit, Paige. How you been?
I've been. That's how I've been.
Look at Jenna. She's acknowledging how naughty I'm being. Hey, you know what? I've never been on Santa's good list. In fact, you know what? I mean, besides, you wonder why Santa has a big sack? Because he comes once a year.
You know, if I was a Christmas person, Jordan, I'd say you should be ashamed of yourself, you mother chucker.
I know. I'm trying to bring some humor into this, like try to bring some laughter with some dirty jokes, and everyone knows sometimes dirty jokes work.
Yeah, trust me, yeah.
I mean, you should know a lot about dirty jokes because you are a dirty joke in some cases.
Hey, you remember what happened last night? I had one of my boys verify my reputation, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah, but just because the
I'm
guy,
like a.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, Charlie. Just because the guy was black doesn't mean you can pull the race card.
I'll be like,
Okay,
I'm like.
We had some black guy and
Yeah, he was nothing racist, but yeah, he was actually I think it was a coworker of his,
Yeah,
and
it's a good. it's a good friend of mine too. He's actually the one that told me about the job that I'm at that I've been at for the past year.
What
It's
in the
not just
world are we gonna do with you, man? Oh, I don't know. I mean, hey, you can dress me up and make me sashay my pretty little self downtown. I don't know, Joe. uh, I'm just on a roll today. I just feel like today's just a good Monday, you know.
yeah. The only day I don't like is I had to get up early, but
Hey, it's a
but
first, Charlie.
well, it's better than getting up at I think what was it, a few weeks ago I did an all nighter with a girl, and the only reason why I did that was so I could go to I had a meeting, kitchen meeting at 9 in the morning, and I didn't get off until like 12, so I knew my ass wasn't gonna go to sleep and get up at 7 to get that back downtown. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna pull an all nighter. Those
Oh, I
girls like,
thought
hey,
you were
what
trying
you?
to get a number or something.
Or a night stand, but then again,
Oh no,
that's another definition for a meeting.
no, I what do you call it? I It was a girl I was what's the polite way to say, fooling around with in the spring. So it was so she was like, she messaged say, hey, you want to come over? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, so I told my boss.
Which one? Which one? Which cum are you talking about?
Oh, you sick bastard. But anyway, but anyway,
Jordan, I think you just need
I
to just have some time in your bed, man. Because it sounds like you missed your meeting with your meat, bro. So
yeah, like he hasn't been using the blow up doll I sent him. I'm assuming.
Well, the problem is once I tried it, it popped. Once it got poked.
Yeah, that's why my blow up doll company went out of business because they were all defective.
uh,
But what I was trying to say before I was so rudely interrupted.
okay.
No,
everybody's in the chat laughing right now.
no, I was I told one of my bosses, the one I don't like, because I knew he wouldn't take, because he wasn't my good boss. It wasn't the one I'm good friends with. But the other one that I don't like, he was taking me home, and I knew if I told him, "Hey, I'm going to bang a girl. Can you drop me off at her place, which is not that far from me?" I know he wouldn't have done it. I actually would have laughed if he did. He probably would be like, "Heard." He's like this old, out of touch white dude is trying to be hip. I feel bad if he has kids. I feel bad because I could see him like kids are listening to some new song or something, and he goes up to them and hears it, and he's tapping tapping his feet and snapping his fingers, and the kids are so embarrassed. I could totally see that happening. But anyway, so I told him, oh, I'm going to my mom's. So so he drove me over there, and then funny enough, I'm familiar with that apartment complex because I've been over there before when a buddy of mine used to stay there. So went over there. He wouldn't let me out of the car until I found the place, and I was like, drop me up here. And then so I got out. I'm kind of glad he dropped me off right at that location because she was 3 floors up. But I had to do some work though. I had to get her laundry basket that was heavy as fuck out of her trunk of her car and carry it up 3 flights of stairs. So
You were checking her trunk though.
yeah, and like I would say that's probably the second easiest thing I've ever had to do to get laid. First, number one is just going to her place. I didn't even have to do anything else. So it's probably that, and number two was the other one. But yeah,
Well, you should know more about number two because you use the bathroom a lot.
Oh, how do you know that? Do you spy on me? Do you have cameras in my apartment? How'd you get down? How'd you get to San Antonio?
No, the running man knows.
Well, I was gonna say, like he would know. He would know a lot, I guess.
Got caught him off guard on that one.
That's why I started the blow up doll company because I was just producing male blow up dolls for him. because since he couldn't. That was the only way he could get laid.
Mm. I'll be right
I made a
back.
killing off of that.
I'll be right back. Give me a few.
All right.
Okay, welcome back to Jay. Oh wait, I forget it's not his channel. I did that last night where I was where he had to go
Oh
do
man.
something. I think it was for the game, and I'm like, oh, welcome back to the Cock and Balls podcast with Jay Mansell Shits.
Oh
He,
man.
he didn't. I was waiting for him to come back because he did that last night where he's like, I'm still here. I'm like, yeah, I know. I just wanted to mess with you. Yeah, things have been. It's been like a roller coaster for me too. These past couple of weeks, work has just been
Yeah.
murder because they've been like cutting everybody left and right. They cut like I think it was Friday night. Was it Friday night or Saturday night? I think it was Friday night. Like I literally was waiting. I was yeah, what happened? One of the boss I don't like. She cut me about an hour and a half before I was supposed to get off. That wouldn't have been an issue if the buses weren't still or if they were still running, but they weren't. So I had to wait an hour and a half till my boss got off to take me home. Mind you, there was no bars open. There was nothing I could do to kill time. And so I just sat at a bus stop for about an hour until my other boss, the one I like, actually came and got me because he knew that was bullshit. And it was funny because I was extra motivated that day because I was just like kicking all kinds of ass and all that stuff. And I was like, kind of like my momentum or my, what was it? What's the phrase I'm looking for? My confidence was boosted. And then after I just felt like shit.
Mm.
I know I know she was just doing it to cut the cut costs, but I'm like thinking, in my I've worked in the kitchen for probably like overall for the past 3 years, and I've always been under the understanding that the dishwasher is usually the last person to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And I just always hate when they do that because it fucks over the cooks and all that. And the other job I had last year, like when the manager cut me, she would usually take over to do dishes. So it's like I could at least see that. And plus, they were more of a family-owned place. This is like because they own like 4 locations here in San Antonio. So it's like I don't understand why, especially since they have they kind of say, oh well, we'll just use the waitresses to do it. And I'm like thinking, the waitresses are being paid to wait and clean up tables. They're not being paid to do dishwashing. I know you're doing it because cost cutting, but the problem with that is if I come in the next day and I get bitched at by the dishwasher from the night before or the morning, I'm like thinking, hey, whatever they did is not my problem because once I'm cut, I can't fight them over it and tell them, hey, so if they fucking
Mm-hmm.
fuck up the kitchen, that ain't my problem. I shouldn't get bitched at
Uh-oh. Yeah, it was a
for
matter
because
of time.
manager, the one who cut me.
Yeah,
What
you
happened?
were lagging a little bit. You were lagging a little bit.
Who, me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked I'm getting such a good connection because I'm like, besides this, there's where I'm at right now. Let me turn on my camera. Yeah, there's the doctor's office, and right next to it, you probably can't see because it's far away, but there's the Bud
Okay,
Light
never
and Bud Light and Michael Ultra, like
What? What are you trying to say?
factory.
Like bucket
The Bud Light beer and all that shit.
Oh,
There's
Bud
like a
Light.
baker's
Oh,
office.
okay.
Yeah, Michael Ultra and Bud
Oh,
Light.
okay.
Yeah.
That word. Okay.
I just laugh because I just laugh so hard because there's a Dr. Sauce right here, and then there's the Bud Light factory right next door. Not that you can go in there and get beer, but I'm like, oh, after you get after you find out you have 6 months to live or something, you can go to the Bud Light factory and drink your sorrows away. For a drinker like myself, that'd be my idea. Then again, there's a gas station right next to Doc's house, so I can just go get drinks there. Give me 1 second.
So, as we all know, tonight is going to be Monday Night Raw, where the WWE title will be put on the line between Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. And I think, for some reason, I don't know why, but I get this strange feeling that we might have a title change. And I'm going to tell you why. Because every time there has been, Survivor Series, like a champion versus champion, like they did 3 years ago, and then the year after that one, but not last year, because last year was a title defense. They have freaking, they have a title change at the last minute, because it was originally going to be Jinder Mahal versus Brock Lesnar, but then they changed to AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar. And then the next year after that one, while AJ's still in his 1 year title reign, which is a great one, although it wasn't all that great, but it's a good reign nonetheless to have a title for that long. But as for other matches, wish they were all in the main event. Now, as far as that went, AJ dropped the title to Daniel Bryan. Then we had Daniel Bryan versus Brock Lesnar. And now this year, we're going to have... Now, it's already booked like it's Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns. And to be fair, that would be a great heel versus heel match because they have faced each other in a good match back at SummerSlam 2014. But I
actually just watched that match recently.
And I'll have to say here that we might have Drew McIntyre winning the title tonight and probably going to face Roman this Sunday.
Well, we also have another showdown tonight, Jordan.
Don't remind me.
What's the showdown?
To be honest,
well, it's not Super Showdown. I'll tell you that.
It's Jordan versus Jay Houston on the Hangman Outcast, pretty much, because they went to a tie in their grade level on Rant and Rave, so now they're having a tiebreaker here because Jordan couldn't accept the fact that he lost after I had the third and final topic be the tiebreaker, and technically
that was last minute and it was unfair, and you know it. Besides, you shouldn't have changed your topic that instantly.
So Jordy Boy, let me guess. So Jordy Boy got screwed. Aww.
Yeah, you can say that. I
asked him.
I got the Montreal. No, I'm talking. I got the Montreal screw job, and you know it, Charlie.
No, because remember, I asked you this question before, and you got it wrong the last time when we had the I think it was a war again, another Hangman Outcast title thing there. I said name the killer in Friday the 13th, and once again you said Jason, and I was like, no, Jason didn't appear until the sequel. And then, of course, Jay said Jason's mother, which was the correct answer.
You never said the name.
I know, I didn't need it. He could have said you didn't know either, probably.
Probably. Oh, there you go.
So, if you got if you said Jason's mom, I would have given you the point, and then you would have never said anything about it. You just said because Jay got the answer.
I thought
don't worry
though.
Matter. Well, they do, but correct answers are correct matter too. Now, I will say this though: it will be 5 questions, so that I will be given, and I will stick to wrestling, Jordan, so you don't get so you don't feel like you got screwed again.
Mm-hmm.
So and then we'll have Tom there as the make sure the outcome is completely biased. But yes, and then
don't you mean unbiased?
Oh yeah, unbiased. But also, Paige, I've been wanting to tell you, Jordan has been dodging a challenge I made for him.
Oh, I thought you were going to say doxing for a minute there. I'm like, who have I doxed? I didn't dox nobody.
No, but Jordan's been dodging a challenge I gave to him for episode 30, which is going to be on my birthday, November 30th, of the Hangman Outcast. About why I think all the shit that Kevin Nash has gotten is completely unjustified, and why I think Kevin Nash is was more of a contributor to the wrestling business, and not a what's the phrase you would probably say, Jordan?
What?
What would you call him? A cancer to the wrestling business?
I think he's contributed a lot. I never said that he hasn't.
And also why I think he's awesome. So and then Jordan
Now
keeps
that
telling me,
I
"Oh,
disagree with.
don't make me get the golden shovel, Charlie." And I'm like, "I want the golden. I'll take it from you, whack you over the head with it, and bury you, like in Step Brothers."
Oh man.
But he keeps
Yeah, well,
dodging. He keeps dodging. I said we got 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks from today.
because
I could get him.
I don't want you buried again like Jerome did to you on that thing with you with Hereditary and Midsommar. Now Midsommar was your grave, pal.
Well, hell, I'm still gonna get my win back on Jerome one day. I just need to find the reason to do that. Well, technically, and you know this, Jordan. Technically, I've already gotten a win over him because I've gotten to do something he will never do.
Wait, hold on. Jordy's got some homework to do. What are you trying to say, Jenna? But anyway, I just know this.
Jordan, did you hear that though? A win over Jerome because I did.
You're
Oh, I
gonna.
was saying I technically have already gotten a win over him.
You never got. No, it was only a tie right there. It was a tie with Hereditary,
Go ahead.
for Midsommar,
I
it was
know.
all
I mean,
over.
there was a tie. No, I'm talking about I got a win over Jerome afterwards. Because
Yeah, you're
I
lagging.
got to
I don't
do
know
something he will never do.
what is you did.
All right, let me sit down. I'm probably what. No, I said I did something that Jerome could only dream of doing, and you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait a minute. I know exactly what you're talking about. I remember, but I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
anything.
No, I know. I just wanted to. That like so technically, me and Jerome are technically tied if I want to go that route, but I'm a fair man. I'll beat him fair and square with a actual victory, and then I'll finish him off in the tiebreaker so I can avenge that loss. It will be like me trying like Hulk Hogan trying to get Yokozuna into WCW so he can get his win back.
Ha!
Hmm.
That's kind of
Well,
funny how you make a
mm,
comparison
Or the
between
Warrior.
Jerome and Yokozuna.
well, at least Hangman,
I
you at
would.
least seem like you're on the road to redemption, and you also didn't get owned in Happy Gilmore, so everything is
Yeah, yeah. See that's one thing I could sleep good at night knowing that I didn't get demolished like by Jerome with Happy Gil like with
and you didn't have too much lag
Happy
like you are right now.
I want uncut gems. True. Well, I'm in a different area. You butt monkey. But anyway, what was I saying though? Oh, like if Jerome came back and told me he thought Uncut Gems was a very bad movie, then oh yeah, I would have debated him and I would have won that because Uncut Gems is a phenomenal movie. But with that being said, guys, my phone's at 17%. I need to go back in there because to check on my mom. So I will bid you all adieu, and Jordan, I will see you tonight. And
God willing, if something doesn't happen.
yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna give Jordy Boy some chance to study and to do what he's got to do.
yeah, I know. And then besides, I like now I'll say this with my co-host. Who if Jay or Jordan don't show up, I'm gonna count it a forfeit. So Jordan, you better show up, otherwise Jay will win by forfeit.
Well, that's depending if my laptop doesn't crash on me or if I have loss of internet connection or power goes out.
Hey, I'll say this. If I would do the same thing to David, I can't play favorites. So, because then they would be like, hey, you would do that to me. I'm like, yeah, I would do that to you. If your internet is fucking up, then I'm gonna kick you. I'm gonna have you lose by forfeit. You always gotta play fair, and I am a fair man. As most women
Bullshit.
in my life. Guys, anyway, guys, I will bid you all adieu, and I will talk to y'all later. Paige, you have a good day, and Jordan, I will see you later tonight. Until then, take
Uh,
care, guys.
All
all
right,
right.
see you.
Yeah. Later. Butthole. Anyway.
Oh
uh.
man. Oh
No.
man, you
David's in the
sure got,
chat.
oh man, you sure got work to do, Jordy.
Oh, don't worry. I'm gonna tear Jay Houston apart tonight. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, tune into Hangman Outcast. See the epic Jordy versus Jay part 2. As if one part wasn't good enough, we got to do 2.
Yeah. But anyway, so I'm surprised David's in the live chat right now. To be honest.
I am too.
Well, then again, what doesn't surprise me about David? I mean,
It's just David.
dun 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 dun, dun everybody hates. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna go that far. Nobody hates him. I want Jay to win. Yeah, obviously you do. You freaking butt monkey. You dumb butt. You dumb butt. So I wonder who else is gonna join in because I feel like if you want to, we can play a game.
What's the one sec? Let me save this. I was doing some booking before I came on, so let me just.
Is J-Man Roman Hall? Huh. I never heard. Well, who knows? But anyway, who's Alpha Beast? I never heard of this guy.
I don't know. I don't know who he is.
Must be a new guy.
Hmm.
But then anyway,
Did you ever get to see that edited version of the Card Sharks Flash game I sent you?
for some reason I couldn't see it. I mean, the images like I mean, it's like it downloaded, but I couldn't see nothing.
Oh, okay. One sec.
I,
Let me.
I,
Oh.
it's okay, man.
No, I can probably show it to you here.
Okay.
Yeah. Let me see. Where is it?
Red midget monkey time? Maybe. That's what I call the whammies.
Oh man. I
Anybody who
do
ever
think
uses, go ahead.
I do think the original whammies do look better than the ones from Whammy in 2002. I do think that they do look better.
Hmm.
Let me
But like I
see.
said, anybody who ever uses that phrase "red midget monkey," just know it came from me.
Jordy Boy and Red Midget Monkey.
Hmm.
One sec.
This is new. I've never seen this before.
Yeah.
Oh, you have Project 64 too. Beautiful.
Yeah. This is like I normally don't show my main screen because I have everything on the right.
Hmm.
So I just moved the screen. I just moved the stream over to the right.
What? Wait,
So
what
now,
happened to? Oh, he's still around, but we just don't normally talk about that guy a lot. You know, live
oh,
chat. There's a question.
oh, he's asking about Flip Flop Henry. Oh,
Yes,
oh, not
he's
much.
still he's still on YouTube. It's just that he doesn't have any videos.
Hey, he doesn't. Hey, he stayed out of the drama for the most part, so I got no reason to fuss at him. Like he was
Well,
an early,
kudos to him for that part.
he was an early player, and then once the shit happened between whatever, like it just happened. Like,
Mm.
let me see. But yeah, like let me see. But yeah, like let me. This is 1 second. I might upload this in the game show files. I might. But this is the improved card tricks that I had. 1 sec.
I couldn't find his channel. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's taken from the game from that Flash game thing, right?
Yeah,
Cool. Oh, cool. I want to play.
I figured you said that. Yeah, but like I changed the music out of it because it's so loud when you open it.
Yeah, a game show and history guru for sure.
Then let's see, and then I also changed the cards a little bit. But yeah, Jordan, you got $200 and you got a 5.
Okay. Knowing fives, I could take what I get, and it's not that bad of a card, I guess. Just only the 4, 3, and 2 can hurt me. I'm gonna go all of it higher.
All of it higher than a 5. You got a 9.
Okay. Change the card with 3.
Okay. And the 9 will become a 3.
Oh yeah, all of it higher.
All of it higher than a 3. And we got a 5. You have $800 and you got a 5.
All of it higher again.
All of it higher than a 5. Yes, an ace. And we take that.
Ooh.
You give me $400 more. You have 2,000 and you have an ace.
All of it lower.
All of it lower than the ace. Yes, you got a 2. 4,000 and a 2.
All of it higher.
All of it higher than a 2. And you got a 9. 8,000 and a 9.
Okay,
What's it gonna be?
change it with a 1.
All right, here we go. And the 9 becomes a jack. $8,000 and a jack. What's your call?
All of it lower.
All of it lower than a jack. And it's a push. You have 8,000, but you still have a jack.
All right, all of it lower again.
There you go. All of it lower for $16,000. Lower than a jack. Oh! It's an ace.
Fudge nipples.
Oh.
But hey, that was good though.
Yeah. Like I thought you had it. I really thought you had it there.
I could have gotten the 32,000, but then again,
You got pushed. First you got pushed, and then you got bad luck with the ace.
let's see how you try.
Yeah.
Oh, David's laughing in the chat. Well,
Oh man. Oh, got a 2.
oh hey Jess, how you doing, man?
Let's go all of it. I'm gonna start off with a 2. Let's go all of it higher. Okay. An 8. Change that with number 1. Oh, queen.
A queen, as Andrew would say.
Oh, let's go all of it lower.
Oh,
Okay.
a 6. That's a snowman for you.
Yeah. Okay. If I bust, I'll go to 400. So I might as well go all of it higher.
Hey, same thing with me.
But hey, I got 400, so I got a 2, so we can go all of it higher. Okay.
Ooh.
A 10. I'll go 400 lower. high,
Oh,
100, but I can go all of it lower with an ace.
that's a push.
7.
No.
Let's see if I can change. 4. Double or nothing. All of it higher.
That's the current score.
Yeah, I got 1600 on that time.
Hmm.
Which
Okay.
is a little about average, about what the average card shark contestant would get on the money cards is about that time, about 1600.
Let me say this: if I was ever a contestant on Card Sharks, I'd try to, do what I can to get all the money I can. But
Yeah.
even, but still, with this game, we used to play the crap out of it. Like last year in
Yeah.
2019. Because it's like one of the best flash games I've played on regards to game shows, and that's what really got me interested in, Card Sharks. And I don't know. Wait, what Nightbot? Wait, is Nightbot acting up again?
Hmm. One sec. Open that up. One second. Let me see.
I don't see Nightbot in the live chat.
Hmm.
If I was a mod, maybe I would have seen it, but I
Hmm.
don't.
Oh, Nightbot's not here.
That's what David's saying. I don't know. Maybe that's coming from his
Oh,
end.
probably is.
Yeah, because Nightbot has this tendency where, it will show up on other people giving them a warning. But with me, it's a different story.
Oh, Deku's live right now.
Oh, he is? Like on YouTube?
Yeah, he's live.
Oh, I guess you really can't trust people on the net. Uh-oh. Huh. I think it might have something to do. Wait, what? What? Oh, jeez. I'm not gonna
Oh, something
say
happened
nothing.
between Deku and Dan.
Yeah, that's what I wasn't trying to say, but I'm like, oh god, this is not good. This is your call. This is your stream. I mean, like, do what you gotta do. I mean,
Hmm. I don't know, like the deal between the two of them. I don't know. Although, like, wow, oh my god, like I don't want to say it didn't happen, but like, whoa, like that.
out of nowhere.
The day this was the day I was sure the internet would blow up. The day that Deku and Dan wouldn't be cool anymore. And I'm not gonna give my opinions about it because in the day I like both of them. Like Dan taught me some very important like YouTube lessons. Like
Mm.
Dan, like as much as he humbled you, Jordan, he humbled me.
Oh yeah,
But Deku always had my back. So it's like I'm in the middle of a rock and a hard place. Although
yeah.
partiality, I always got to go Deku. But Dan, like, hey, like, no disrespect, dude. Like, I'll always be supporting you. Like, I'll be supporting both of them because at the end of the day, I like both of them. Although
Just don't pick sides.
I'm not, I'm not gonna pick sides.
I know. I know. And that's not just for you, but for everybody.
Yeah,
Now, if
but
there is a side to pick when regards to a situation that's gone out of control, if someone's going way too far, then yeah, that's a different story.
yeah. Hmm. Tomorrow, I think I'll like tomorrow because I got another day off work. I'll probably do more card sharks.
Oh man, everybody unsubbing from Dan. Wow, this is bad.
But like I got to see, like I'm gonna see what's going on.
Yeah, me
Um,
too.
yeah, I'm gonna see what's going on. Tomorrow, card sharks.
I'm in for that if you want.
Yep. Open chat. Like if you want to play card sharks, just come on. We'll play some card sharks. But until then, Bye bye.
Yeah.